It's a sad, sad day. But you know me, I want to bring you some cheer. Some cheer on this sad, sad day. You see? I looked in the obituaries, and his name wasn't there anywhere. Nowhere to be seen. There's all this speculation that he'd gone. Oh, actually, no, sorry. He'd gone. But no. He lives. He lives. But let's say if he did go. Let's say if he had a cankleism. And there's bits of him everywhere. Spontaneous Trump. I was going to say human, but Trump cankleism. Yes, well, he's at the podium, I would have hoped. He's at the podium and there's bits of him stuck to the podium and his teleprompter and the TV cameras and the mics on sticks. There's bits of him everywhere. Oh, what a vision to behold that would have been. Oh, that's one way of going out, isn't it, eh? But no. He lives, that he does. But you see, for me, I want to see a spectacle. A spectacle. Okay, it might be a little bit macabre, but you know, a spectacle. So we can be absolutely sure that the MAGA morons don't try and make out that he still is alive. Like the fucking Elvis lot do. Oh, he lives. Elvis lives. Trump lives. No! Please! No! I don't know if I could survive that. Blimey. But let's say if he was gone. What if it was the end? The end of Trump? Oh. The VP? The Vice President? Vice President Dammer, you could say, yes, Vance. J.D. Vance. The man who instructs, the governors to increase the water level so you can have a nice canoeing trip. That is a sign of privilege that the MAGA lot don't have. They don't have privilege, they don't have nothing at all, they're all fucking broke. That they are. And the rich bastards have taken advantage of their lack of thinking. Yes, you know how it goes. Stupid is as stupid does. They can't help it. And they are the gayists in the room that they are. They just are. Alright? I just come to that thinking that these people are incredibly gay. Right? Now, I've got no problems at all with gays, lesbians, LGBTQ, I've got no problem with that whatsoever. But just be honest with yourself, MAGA. Be honest with yourself. Alright? Maybe you will take to J.D. Vance after all. He does wear eyeliner, doesn't he, you know? Anyway, I've just been watching a video by Josh of the Enemy from Within, that trucker geezer. I quite like him, actually. He's a bit salt of the earth type. And I happen to agree with him. I even commented on his video. I said, crikey, you hit the nail on the head. Yeah, exactly how I've been feeling about this. That J.D. Vance, he won't cut the mustard. He ain't going to cut the mustard with the MAGA crowd. That he won't. No. So, I think, and I'm hoping, that the MAGA movement will disperse. It will disperse once J.D. Vance becomes the President of the United States. I don't think we've got long to wait. Have you seen Trump's neck? What do you call that? He's got his cankles that are all swelling up, about to explode, and he's got his neck and all. That looks a bit weird. What do you call that? What's it when your chin meets your shoulders? Will it be like a chin holder? I don't know. Turtleneck. Yes, you're dead, Mrs. Anyway, we're walking the dogs, we are. There we are, yeah. Oh, I'm kind of like lurking behind, it seems. My dear wife has got the shortest legs, but she walks the fastest. Yeah. You know, the thing is, if I start running to keep up with her, I'll look like one of the MAGA people with their boobies wobbling about. Yeah, you know what I mean. Anyway, bad boobs. The thing is, you see, the idea that J.D. Vance could fit the MAGA image, it just ain't gonna happen. He also runs gay, alright? There's no way, because all these MAGA lot, they're all in the closet. They can't help them. They just can't help it, okay? They hate what they are, and that's why they are the way that they are. It's just like, it's like the Epstein files and that, and the Republicans all being, how to put it, sex offenders. Pretty much, you could say that they hate what they are. That's projection, and it's strange, isn't it, really? But you know, I'm good off track here. Look at my, shall I look at my notes? That might be a good idea. Before I miss the fucking point. So, well, Trump libs, okay? They're all in the fucking closet, that they are. And these MAGA lot, really, they're treasonous. And I think treasonous people must be, for all eternity, called out. Now, I was just thinking about that film, Inglourious Bastards. You know, with Brad Pitt and all that. Where the Nazis have a swastika carved into their foreheads. Well, I think, alright, we should get a nice sharp opener knife, because that's what happened to have in my pocket, alright, and we could carve MAGA into their foreheads, so they are labelled for the rest of their lives. Maybe that could be the new MAGA movement, we could call it art, okay? Yes, modern art, where we have, sorry. That's what happens when you wing it, isn't it? Eh? Just go off track. They know how my mind works. Anyway, we'll get back to the notes. Try to keep on point. So anyway, this MAGA movement, they're not going to vote for somebody like JD Vance. They can't relate to him, no. And that's just who these people are. And don't forget, JD Vance even compared Trump to Hitler, for Christ's sake. And they made me think the vice president. What the heck is going on here? Is it because he's, how to put it, connected with the Heritage Foundation? It was them who put JD Vance in on that pedestal, wasn't it? Yes. And obviously the people who voted for him. Morons. Crikey. Stupid is as stupid does. They can't help it. Was it treat time? Treat time. That is. I'm out of breath already, I am. I'm out of breath. Been running around that blue-ass fly I have. We had a water problem yesterday, yeah. Not that kind of water problem, no. Not the waterworks problem, it's kind of the waterworks, but it's in the house. We had a blockage. We had a blockage with the pipe work we did, yeah, the hot water went run. I had a flood while I was fixing it. I fixed it. Yeah, there was a bit of sludge in the pipes. Yeah, you got sludgy pipes as well, darling. That's because you don't clean them properly, darling, isn't it? Your sludgy pipes. Oh, God, the smell. Anyway, let's get back on track. Oh dear, I'm all on the mood stuff, I think I am. So anyway, with Josh's video, which I did watch to the end actually, because I do tend to watch his videos to the end. I actually quite like him, because he's like a normal person, you know. I think it's very good. Definitely worth a watch. So it's Josh from The Enemy From Within, so I definitely recommend it. But you see, we Europeans who live abroad, such as myself who lives in France, with my dear Mrs. Emma, two dogs and a cat, you know, we're looking in and seeing what's going on in the United States, we think, what the feck is going on? You know, we don't understand how it's actually got that bad. How the people are so ignorant. So maybe they would vote for JD Vance, you know. But JD Vance doesn't have the charisma of Donald Trump. Whatever you say about Trump, the stupid people can connect with him because he's also stupid. And they also don't pronounce their T's. You know, they're all the same. And Donald Trump at the moment is he's just like mumbling into one word to the next. But, you know, that's the Trumpian way, isn't it, you know? But he's a foul individual. And like I say, I'm just hoping for that Cankleism. Spontaneous Trumpians, Cankleisms. Yes. Not Monks Aurelius, no. So, I don't think they ever follow him. But then you've got people that they do follow, the MAGA movement, who they look up to. In fact, one of them tries to look up, but he's only got one eye. You know, Stuart, he's think gone prison now, hasn't he? Stuart. Has he been pardoned? Huff? Is it Huff? A Puff? Yeah, no, Stuart Huff, I think it is. Well, he's one of the oath keepers, you know. He's gay and all, isn't he? You know, they're all fucking gay. And anyone who calls their fucking movement, Oath Keepers, just like the Proud Boys. That's the gayest name in the room, isn't it? What the fuck? These people just need to come out, don't they? Let's be honest. The MAGA crowd just needs to come out. They really do. They can't help it. They can't help it. It's who they are. They're just really gay. They are, you know. Just be comfortable with who you are. I'm comfortable with who I am, sort of, you know, apart from the fact, you know, that sort of thing, you know, that's a bit of a pain in the arse at times, but, you know, where are you going? Oh, she's going into the woods. Oh, in the woods today. I can't remember the words, you know, but anyway, something about the woods and a bear in the woods. There's a bear shit in the woods. I'm so out of breath. Why am I so out of breath, Caroline?
Down in the woods today and crooked to
Ooh. Now the rest of the words, darling, you're missing the words. Oh, blimey. Oh, we got into the woods. Oh, anyway, so, now, when I first saw Stuart, one-eyed Stu, you know, when I first saw it, I thought, crikey. He must have been at war with his one eye, you know. Maybe it was, I don't know, a cannon backfired or something. I don't know. No, he shot himself in the eye, didn't he? He shot himself in the fucking eye. Blew his fucking eyeball out. That's how stupid these people are. Fucking hell, you know. And you're supposed to follow these people. Blimey. So you got him. Well, I think he's in prison at the moment. I'm not 100% certain about that. But they're all like... they're all sort of white supremacists with man boobs, you know. They're all the same, aren't they? So why would we follow him in JD Vance, you know, the couch potato and his man boobs? He slouches in an old couch and whatever. How the fuck does he get out of it? He doesn't look like he can. You know what it's like? You're trying to get out of that fucking couch, you just can't get the balance to pull yourself out. What if it's hydraulic? Maybe. It tips him out. Could be that. But, you know, that man is never, ever going to get the following that Trump has got. You know, it just isn't going to happen. The thing about Trump is he did all that campaigning, all those rallies. I've got to give him his dues. That must be fucking tiring. Ranting all that crap, left, right and centre. And the fact he's went off on tangents and saying really weird stuff. Bizarre stuff about windmills. Yeah, windmills and the fishies. Yeah, who's stealing all the fishies? Or Canada, or someone's stealing all the fishies, or something like that, I don't know. Some bizarre shit he's going on about. It's just, I don't know if JD Vance is stupid enough, you know? I think he's just a chameleon. I think he's just, he goes where he thinks he's going to get support. He's just an opportunist. You know, at the end of the day, he didn't believe in Trump. Marco Rubio is trying to hide the fact that he doesn't believe in Trump. He always looks like he's somewhere else. He does. These people are never going to fill the void that Trump will leave when he finally has his spontaneous Trumpianism, Cankleism. Anyway, something like that. When he explodes, yeah, for us all to see. And I want to make sure I see the bits, okay? Yeah, I want to make sure that it is the case, that he is finally gone, that he's met his maker down there, alright? That's what I'm hoping, because I want evidence. I don't want any of this thing, oh yeah, Trump still lives and he's a fucking robot or something. You know, he's obviously got the idea in his head, he's going to have his brain in a jar with wires coming out of it, and he's just going to be there, making everyone's life a misery, with his automaton. Oh fucking hell. He's going to be winding the key. Anyway, it's time for me to go. I'll say toodaloo, you know. Tell me what you think. How do you feel about the fact that he's still alive? That he lives? And do you also think that we should carve MAGA into the MAGA morons' foreheads? Yes, because that's what I think. We should gather them all up, yes. Gather all the MAGA morons up and put them in a walled state. Such as, I don't know, maybe Texas, and segregate the men from the women, or castrate the men, or cut the dicks off, or something, the balls. Let's do something, because you can't have them breeding. You just got to let them die out, alright? You can't have MAGA people breeding, it just can't be happening. And then educate people. Invest in education in the United States and everything will be better. After all, they do seem to think as soon as you go to school, you end up being a liberal. So obviously things are going to be better. Anyway, it's time for me to go, so say toodaloo, you know. Go say toodaloo.
Goodbye.
Oh, it's always goodbye. You never do toodaloo. It's my thing. I like toodaloo. But they're not toodaloo. 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 Oh, anyway. Toodle pips. Don't forget to hit the like button, maybe subscribe to the channel, little bell icon, so you get one first thing in your pocket every time I upload another video. And if you've got sports channel, you can do it on Patreon or buy us a coffee, links down below. Couldn't do the videos without your support, and I couldn't feed the dogs either. See, look, they need feeding. Look at him, he's wasting away. Look at her, she's wasting away and all. Look at you, you're wasting away. I need to feed her as well. There's wasting away. Yeah. No, I'm not wasting away. You know, we've got to support our rewilding project. We've got 2 hectares of land that we're planting trees on and making bat boxes, bird boxes. We're a bit of an earthy family, we are, you see. And we're doing all that sort of shit. So if you want to have a tree, there's links down below, and you can have a tree with your sign on, with your name on, or a message to someone you lost, maybe, you know, memory of. And anyway, links down below. Anyway, don't forget, beep the old like button and subscribe to the channel and the little bell icon. Like I say, you'll get a warm fuzzy feeling in your pocket every time I upload another video. But also, don't forget to check out Josh's channel. He's definitely, he's doing better than I am, I'll tell you. But he's a good guy, You know, enemy from within. Toodaloo.